Now, President William Ruto says the affordable housing program will be implemented despite the many voices that continue to criticize it. Well, Ruto says time has come to liberate millions of Kenyans that live in slums without basic services that he describes as living in indignity. Well, the president spoke at the Diaspora Investment Conference aimed at mobilizing Kenyans in the diaspora to increase their investment back at home. Sam Gituku reports.
The affordable housing program was dealt a blow 2 weeks ago when the High Court rendered the housing tax unconstitutional on grounds that it was discriminatory. President William Ruto is undeterred a week after a bill to regularize the levy and the housing program was tabled in Parliament.
We must do it. Korea did it, Singapore did it, Malaysia did it, and that is why they are ahead of us. We know what we must do, but we cannot gather the courage to do it. But this time round, whatever it takes, we are going to implement it.
The housing agenda was a major promise during the 2022 elections. President Ruto calling out the opposition for its continued criticism, despite proposing to do the same in their manifesto.
The same housing project, complete with percentages of the levy, was also in the Azimio manifesto. But when it came to implementation, my friends, that is where the devil lives.
Ruto says the time has come to grant millions of Kenyans their dignity in a program meant to create jobs and home owners among the poor, especially urban poor.
It's not just Kibera. You know, whenever we talk about slums, people think it is Mukuru and Kibera and a few places. 1,410 countrywide. So we need to liberate our people from the indignity of living in slums.
The president spoke at the Diaspora Investment Conference hosted by the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Foreign Affairs CS Musalia Mudavadi. The two made a case for the privatization of state corporations, Mudavadi calling on the diaspora community to consider the new opportunity.
We have 350 public companies, public entities that just take money from the budget. We are supporting them. Billions of shillings. Some of them you ask, what is this one doing? Nobody can tell you what the hell it is doing.
What would be wrong if part of the diaspora fund was to become a fund that invests, the Kenyan diaspora fund becomes part of the partnership in actually commercializing the KICC operations, but it is also an investment that benefits you.
The president says it is time to once and for all change the country's future.
10 years from today, people will come to Kenya and they will not recognize. We will have transformed this country in a very fundamental way. And it is going to take difficult, smart decisions.
Sam Gituku.